everyone, it's Megan here. It is Friday night and Aaron and I are going to the 7 p.m. movie, the showing of Risen. I'm very excited that it's actually playing in Cold Lake. I heard on the radio, I heard the audio trailer and I thought, oh, so sad, I'll probably only be in Edmonton. I won't get to see it, but hey, it's here and we're going. So I have just a little bit of time to get in one soap before we go to the show. And I'm going to make a remake of my goat's milk, oatmeal, and honey soap again. So I'm going to speed this up. I won't bore you with the details, but the main difference is I'm using fragrance oil. I'm using this Candora soap, oatmeal, milk, and honey fragrance oil to get a really pretty scent in it. And I'm going to let it go through gel phase. And the other difference is the top. I'm going to make a hybrid of it. Half of it will be that beehive looking thing and half of it will be pretty embeds with some small flowers and bees. So I'm glad you're here to join me in the fun and the adventure. I'm here now to cut my last version of the oatmeal, milk, and honey soap. This is what the loaf looks like. And it has actually been quite a long time. I made this soap Friday evening and right now it's Monday evening. Here's the flowers. And just so before I begin, I'm going to show you what I've cut a few pieces already. So I'm going to show you here. This is the soap I've just made, and I allowed it to just go through gel phase instead of trying to keep it out of gel phase because I was having a hard time getting it to stay from entering gel phase. This is the soap I made before. So here you have my latest soap I made about a month and a half ago, maybe. This one is the older soap. I put this one in the freezer, did not put this one in the freezer, so now you see the difference in appearance. They're both good soap. They both work well. It's just I find this lighter color to be prettier. And then this is last year's soap. So you can see last year's Silly Me, I just made it the size of the mold. And then it looks quite small. So this year I'm putting topping on every soap, extending them a bit past the mold so they're bigger, more generous bars. People who find these too big could always cut them in half. You know, you could have 2 bars instead of 1. But most people, I think, find this to be reasonable size. It fits the soap dishes that I sell. So there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the rest of this. I have started cutting it on its side because I like this. I have this the wrong way. Silly me. I like this look of the lines going horizontal instead of vertical. It just, to me, it's not a big thing. It's really nothing. It's something new and different. Here we got how I usually cut it. Something new. Yeah, you be good, honey. The cat's scratching at the front door. And I'm going to turn it over. There we go. It's still quite soft, so I should be careful. I'm going to cut these just a smidge, just a little bit over 1 inch. It's like 1 inch and 1/8. So Friday we did go to see Risen. We made it with plenty of time. There were not many people in the theater. There were absolutely no children there were no children or teens in the theater. I guess people think it's maybe too much for them. If you want to take your kids to that movie, there is some violence, and it's just in about the first 15 minutes. And then after that point, it's not violent. So if you wanted to take your children, what I would do is I'd have someone go in and text me after the, it's a bit of a spoiler alert, but Jesus gets crucified. So after the crucifixion, Pepper, down, honey. You need to get down. There we go. Now. He's a big cat. You heard the thud, I'm sure. Anyhow, as I was saying, I'd have a friend or spouse or someone come with me and text me when that is over, because that, from my memory, is the end of any violence. And then your children could come in. I'll clean these up later. I do like the rough look anyway. It's like a homesteady look. I'd say maybe a mature 9-year-old could watch it, 10-year-old. And people are taking their kids to Star Wars, so if they can handle Star Wars, they can handle Risen. Anyhow, I am going to give you a 10-second warning for spoiler alert, because I'm going to tell you 2 things I liked about the movie. So if you're going to go see it, or perhaps this is, 6 months later that you're watching this, or 2 years, and it's on Netflix, I'm going to count down from 10, and then I'll just have some quick spoilers. So you could always just mute me for the rest of the video, or you could pause and come back, go watch the movie, come back. Okay. I think that's 10 seconds. Okay, so the movie Risen. It is about a Roman soldier. And I think anyone could enjoy this movie, if you're a believer in Yeshua, Jesus, or not. If you're a believer, it is wonderful. There were times I wanted to clap and cheer, but instead I just squeezed my husband's arm, because that's my signal to let him know that I really liked the movie. And it's making me happy. A bit more than 1 inch. These are really thick. Anyhow, like I said, if someone finds this to be too much soap, they can cut it in half. I have 2 bars. It's about the Roman soldier. So if you're not a believer, it's at least has some great history in it. Like, you can learn about what it was like to be a Roman. It was very violent, extremely controlling. This is not a situation that you want to live in. Just a controlling, dominating government. And the soldier himself, there's one line I like very much. I think he was talking on the hilltop to Jesus, and just told Jesus the fact that he's seen a lot, and he just cannot reconcile it with the world he knows. That's the line. I just cannot reconcile this with the world I know. I like that line, because I think no matter where you are, what you believe, that is a problem everyone has. Sometimes we just cannot reconcile things with what we're seeing around us and experiencing. And the other part, the Roman soldier also, Peter is in it. Of course, all the apostles are in it. He just will not let up with the questions to Peter's question after question after question. And Peter finally just tells him, you know what, I don't know. And he tells him, we don't know any more about how this works and what's going on than you do. I'm paraphrasing, it wasn't an exact quote, and that is something I go through in my life. I get an incredible amount of questioning from people as if I'm supposed to understand everything, and I don't. So I like that part of the movie. All right, that's the end of my blabbering on about the movie. So this is still quite soft. I've decided it's time to cut it. I gave this one actually a little bit more milk than I have been lately, so that might be why it's softer than usual. It is a milk soap to begin with. I was making my playing around with my video camera, making that little Etsy ad I made, channel ad and the Etsy ad, making something prettier with better quality camera. And I took the milk that I used for that ad and put it in the soap. So there's my confession. I thought, oh, it wasn't much milk. I thought, well, why waste it? And I just put it in with the soap batter. So it's softer than usual, and I super fat at 5%, so there's space in here for some more super fatting, which is what I did by doing that. Is either put it in the soap or give it to the cat. Believe me, my cat gets plenty. He's spoiled. They're both a bit chubby. All right, so the next video you're going to see me upload is going to be a confetti soap. I am doing something super fun this weekend, if everything goes well, and I'm making soap with my little. I'm in the Big Sister, Little Sister program, and I always let her choose. Give her some options, say you want to do this, you want to do that, and she wants to make soap. So we're going to be making melt and pour, because she is not even 11. Definitely, I will not be videotaping it, because that's a promise you make. You don't videotape your littles when you're in the Big Sister, Little Sister program. But I'm going to make a confetti soap, show you that, because I'm also going to show her the end of a confetti soap. I'm going to have everything ready when she comes over. So I just stick, blend, mix, we're done. I might do some piping maybe, we'll see. It's her. And then we're going to make melt and pour. I will photograph her creations to show you. So that will be my next upload. And until then, here's my last one. This one's kind of ruined. Look at this. This is my soap. I always use some sort of piece from something, and it's usually, I almost always ruin a piece. So here, this is a soap I'm going to use. So take care. I hope you have a really good week, and we'll see you next time when I make confetti soap and show you our melt and pour creations. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.